Hey guys, thank you so much for picking out the 2.0 version of the Visible Hands. Now, in this routine, you're gonna get to learn how to do card across, there's a half moon vanish, there's a card change, there's many different elements that you get to learn. So I hope you guys like it, and let's get into it. Let's bring a deck of cards, let's go. Hey guys, welcome to the 2.0 version of the Visible Hands. Now, I personally really like this plot a lot just because it's a different type of card trick. It's not a pick a card trick, and you can perform this with music too. So a very great opener for any act that you want to perform for people. So here's the setup. I only need 3 aces here and then 2 kings here. And obviously you can have 4 kings picked out from the deck. You can add on, switch for the ace and all that stuff, but I try to simplify and cut out all the unnecessary thing just to keep this very simple and direct. I don't think in this routine, you're already going to be showing, the kings many times throughout the routine, so I don't think it's really that necessary to take out 4 regular kings and switch it out. So here's the setup. 2 black ace, 1 red ace, 1 king, and a black king. Obviously, this can be a queen or jacks, whatever you like, okay? Setup is this. The first move you're going to do is the display. Now, apparently with this move, you're going to display the king 4 times while hiding 3 aces. So I'll show you what it looks like first. Here's what the full action looks like. It should look something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 kings, okay? Now here's the breakdown. 2 black aces, a red ace, and then 2 cards like this. First, get a break below the bottom card. The right hand, you're going to grip everything but the bottom card, okay? You peel off the bottom card, peel off the top card, and peel off the top card. So now you should left with a double here. Perform a double. You're going to display the king, but you're actually dealing down the ace, okay? So that's the first part. The left hand, you're going to deal off the next card to your right hand as you show the bottom card like this. Deal off apparently the second king. The right hand, you display a single card again, showing the third king, and put it down like this. And last but not least, your right hand, pick this up as a double, and you display the last king. Okay, once more, here's what it looks like this. Break below the bottom card, take everything but the bottom card, top, double, deal down, single to the right, flash, single, and you end with a double. Now for the first phase, you have 2 options here. Now you don't have to perform this, obviously. You can just deal down a double like this, but I like to get the first effect out of it because most invisible palm or traveler's plot, the first card is, there's no magical element to it. So here, what I normally say to people, I said, I'm going to show you how much you shouldn't cheat. But first, the objective is for me to try to steal away the good cards and hide it. So that way, later on, I can bring it out in the game anytime to win. So for example, let's say the box is my pocket. I'm going to try to get this first king to go straight into the pocket. Obviously, if you do that, you see it. So I'll do it magically. So that will be the justification for you to load the card into the box, okay? So you're going to hold a double like this. Again, you can perform this in your pocket, which I think is better. You can put it in your breast pocket, anywhere you want. You can put it underneath the mat. Any action that you can hide the card. So this will kind of give like a card to pocket moment. So you take a double. As you're explaining what you're going to do, you're going to discard the bottom card, which is the king in this case. As you explain, you're going to put the card, make the card appear in the box. All I'm doing is I'm pushing the king back inside the box like this, okay? The box is now placed down. You take it out as if this is still the king. Obviously, it's the ace now. You place it back onto the pile. So as far as you're concerned, nothing has happened yet. You pick up the 4 cards. You're going to get a break below the second card. Okay, so as it's square up, I get a break below the king. Okay, so show 4, whole break here, everything goes on top. I say, look, I'm gonna make the first card goes. Do you see it go? They said no. You're going to swing over 2 cards. So here's what I do. I use my right hand, and you're going to pivot it a little bit like this, so that way the cross of my thumb on the left hand can pinch that double as 1. So the king is right there. You pivot over like this, your thumb grab that. So you take a double, single, and single. Now because the king is on the bottom, you can actually turn your hand over and display the king once more. Show your hand completely empty, shake the box or your pocket, bring out the first king. So once you have that card, you're going to pick everything up. Here's the phase 2. Push over and get a break below the first card with your pinky. You're going to load this card secretly underneath this card. So as you're displaying this, you're going to turn this over and pick up again with an extra ace on the bottom. Now you have 2 options here. If you want to keep it kind of classic style, invisible palm, obviously you can just lay it down like this as a double, display 3, and here's what I like to do. Now, instead of doing a rubber duck with just a single card, you can push over like this 3 cards, and it should look like you're putting down 1 card there and make it completely disappear. And it's very, very simple to do. All you're really doing it is that you're using the middle finger and the ring finger to square up these 2 cards. Now, because you have 3 cards, it gives an illusion that you just vanished the top card. Now, you want to keep this in motion as well, because if you just do this, you will see that there's a discrepancy right there. So do this in action of you loading the card onto your right hand. So say, look, I'll show you once more. So you push over as you square up these 2, and it looks like you just vanished that card, just like this. You can do that, and now place it down there to create that magical moment of a card across. So this is one way to do it. Another way to do it, if you already own the first original version of Visible Hand, is I do it kind of up in the air like this. Okay, so I'll show you another variation. You can take the king, you load a double, but this time don't put it on a table yet. You're going to put it on your right hand and kind of hold a double like this. So right now, your left hand and your right hand should be kind of like almost mirroring. We have 3 here, and we have 2 here. 1 is hiding. And you're going to do the same action, but this time openly. Okay, so your left hand, as you shake, you're going to square up these 2 cards, and at the same time, your right hand, you're going to unnest the card, almost like a coin shell. Okay, so at the same time, it looks something like this. Slow motion, okay? Or you can break it down, so it's like left hand goes first, and then right hand appear. Or you can do it at the same time, which looks something like this. Okay, so it depends on your performance style. You can do the classic ways, or you can do this as well, whichever one that you like. So now that you have performed the second card,